Okay guys, welcome to another They Did What. This week I'm taking a look at classic 8-bit software house software projects. Now the game that they are probably most best known for would be Manor, written by Matthew Smith. Now it was actually written by Matthew Smith when he worked for Bug Byte Software, but then due to a fallout he left and joined Software Projects, and due to a little blip in his contract he was then able to sell the game Manor for Software Projects on other machines, which was a big coup for them obviously. He then went on to produce Jetset Willy, Jetset Willy 2 as well. So aye, they were the big sort of really well known games. A lot of their stuff was pretty pish, to be honest with you, which you'll see in the next 30 or 40 minutes, but there was also some classic games in there as well besides the well known ones. So anyway, I shall be quiet and let you enjoy some nice music with some nice pictures. Okay, to kick things off guys, we've got Behnke, and this is on the Amstrad. Now it appears to be keys only, unfortunately. Oh no, wait a minute, the joystick's working. Right, it looks a bit like Qbert. That's certainly the main character. Yeah, in fact what they've done is they've taken the concept of Qbert and they've just, instead of being a pyramid, they've just made it flat, which probably makes it quite a bit easier actually. Quite similar to a lot of these painter games that were quite popular in the early days of 8-bit. You had to sort of fill in, you had to draw an outline of a square and then the square would fill in. Similar to, what's it called, Amadar in the arcades. Overall, not a bad wee game, quite playable. Yeah, it's like a cross between Qbert meets Pac-Man with squished ghosts. I always find it easier when you've got one of these games where you've got to push it. You're not actually pushing it up or down, you're pushing it slightly to the side. You're better turning your joystick, angle it so it's the same as that. So that is Behnke. Right, this one's Crazy Balloon. and it looks crazy. This is on the C64. You're obviously controlling this balloon thing. You obviously took a lot of time with the graphics. It's just a series of asterisks. This could very well be written in BASIC. Right, so I've got to avoid the colour asterisks. I mean, seriously, how long did it take me to do the graphics for this? Bloody hell! Apart from the little sprite for the balloon, everything else is just asterisks. Yeah, they've gone to a lot of bother to get a nice looking font, which is a bit strange. Oh, we've got another graphic there. And it's not even an expanded asterisk. It reminds me a wee bit like Bubble Ghost, which was on the Atari ST. I've just noticed that screen's actually a happy face. I don't know if this came out for any other computer. I don't think it did. I think it was just the C64. So yeah, Crazy Balloon. Crypt Capers. This is on the BBC of all computers. Right, I am dead. I noticed when he dies he's got the wee circle above him. That is, they've just ripped off the Mario death out of Donkey Kong. Come on. This just looks like a BBC game. I know what is a BBC game, but you know what I mean, it just looks, it's got all the hallmarks of a BBC game. Quite bright kind of graphics. Well, it also looks a bit like an Amstrad game as well. Bloody hell. Right, I'm assuming I've got to collect all the bits and pieces. Oh, dearie me. It only seemed to be the BBC that got this game. Let's go for another quick wee go. Actually, games like this, very simple but actually quite playable. This isn't too bad. A bit of luck involved as well as to the route the little baddies are going to take. Right, come on. It's a bit fiddly trying to kind of move about sometimes. Right, come on, get the key. Oh, run. Down, down, down. Oh, you twat. Yep, they've just, I don't know what the little, is that a halo supposed to be? Where's he going to go? Oh, up, up, up! Right, yeah. Quite good fun actually. That is Crypt Capers, and that is on the BBC. Right, this is Dinky Doo, this is on the Commodore 64. Now that music depresses me somewhat, and the reason being is I remember playing this back in the day, and it was when I'm 64, and back then I had about, what would I have, 46 years to go. Now I have 14, that is depressing. Quite a simplistic wee game this. You've just basically got to navigate your little smiley character thing, avoiding the snakes. They should have left the title music in as the game music, because the actual game music itself's a bit grating on the ears. These kind of games there were so many of these kind of games back in the 80s, you know, they just flung as many odd looking graphics. I mean, I believe Manic Miner for that, you know, these penguins and octopuses, and it looks like the wee guy out the Ascot advert for you know, cold, a little shivery looking guy at the bottom. Yeah, an option to turn off that ear bleeding music would have been appreciated. Oh, quick. Whoa, whoa, that was close. Right, avoid little Ascot character. He's going to turn before I get a chance. Ah, balls. Anyway, that is Dinky Doo on the C64. Now this monstrosity is called Dodo Lair. I don't know why they've got a picture of a dog at the start. Now it's it's actually quite frantic. It's quite a frantic little shoot 'em up. Very kind of glowy graphics. It's like a kind of basic version of Nemesis. One thing that's quite, there's like a wee dog there. One thing that's quite unusual about this game is you're scrolling from right to left, whereas 99% of games always went left to right. I've always wondered why that is. Is there a reason? There's very few games where you go right to left. Kung Fu Master's one of them, I can't think of anything else. What on earth? Yeah, anyway, that's Dodo Lair on the VIC-20. Right, this was a big release for Software Projects. Dragon's Lair now. Yeah, we were thinking, how on earth could you possibly convert a big Laserdisc game onto an 8-bit machine? Now I should mention this is the Amstrad one. Now this level is completely different. I reckon he's that wee bit there, but the actual level we're playing, I don't recall seeing. I mean, I used to play this on the C64. Now, how the hell? Right, okay, I can use a sword. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. The perspective's a bit odd. I'm trying to climb up. I mean, it looks like I should... I don't know what's going on there. It's just a bit frustrating. And I remember the C64 one was just as frustrating. In fact, what I'll probably do is I'll actually show you the C64 one as well, because it's completely different from this. Don't know why they weren't the same. Is that kangaroos you're trying to avoid or something? Heaven knows. Right, yeah, that's Dragon's Lair and that's Amstrad. Right, okay, this is the C64 one. Nice title screen. Bit better music than Amstrad, but yeah, you see there it's completely different. And why have I just died there? The idea of this, I think you've got to jump onto that disc and then jump. Right, I've got no idea why I'm dying. I'm not even doing anything. I'm just instantly dying. Yeah, you know what? I completely and absolutely give up. Don't know, no idea where I'm dying here. Anyway, Dragon's Lair. That's a C64 one. Right, this was the sequel, Escape from Singe's Castle. Now, I did play this one. I quite enjoyed this one actually. I never got very far in it, but at least I had half an idea of what I was supposed to do. Music in this one was excellent. Rob Hubbard, a classic. I can never say Rob Hubbard. Rob Hubbard. Rob Hubbard. Bollocks. I'm not quite sure how you go through the middle. Pressing fire button or pressing up doesn't seem to do any difference. So I I just need to hope that it's either left or right. Yeah, it was a very ambitious game to try and convert to the 8-bit machines. I mean, it did come out in the Amiga as well, and that kind of had, it was quite an authentic version. Don't know, did that get released by Software Projects? I don't think it did actually. I think it was only 8-bits that had this. It's all a bit repetitive though, that's the thing. It's no... Is it a fun game? Probably not. Right, next level. To even describe Dragon's Lair as a game is a bit tenuous. It's basically a reaction game. You've got a split second to move or press a button. You know, it's not a game that you would particularly want to play for any length of time. Aye, that's Escape from Singe's Castle on the C64. Right, this is Galactic Gardener. And again, this is on the C64, and I've got no idea what I'm trying to do here. You have teleport. It sounds like a Salvation Army band playing the music. Ugh. It's just a mass of yellow, green and brown. Go! Did I pick that up? Did I avoid it? I don't know. Ah, right, okay, so I need to pick up the little balloon things, whatever they are. Out of spray. You have teleport. Right, I really have no idea what's going on here. This isn't one of their better ones. Let's have another quick wee go. Now that I know what I'm doing. It kinda reminds me a wee bit like, is it Gribbly's Day Out? Similar kind of graphics, you get to pick up things, although that's probably a big, huge injustice to Gribbly's Day Out. That's actually quite a good game. Aye, enough of that. That is Galactic Gardener. And that's in the Commodore 64. Right, this guy used to be famous, Harvey Smith show jumper. I've never really seen the purpose of show jumping games, to be honest with you. Bit of advertising going on there. Animation for the horse is excellent. What on earth? I have no idea what these letters are. Alright, okay, it's the stuff. Ah, right. I've just noticed there's a wee map thing at the bottom you've got to follow. Right, so I need to come down and then go along here. But the animation is excellent for the horse. I just missed a gate. How many faults have I got? I've got 8 faults so far. That'll be 9. I don't know. I'm all over the place. I don't know why it's only saying 8 faults. No idea. Aye, anyway, Harvey Smith show jumper. Not my cup of tea. That's on the Commodore 64. Don't let the farmer get his gun. Right, this is Hunchback at the Olympics. False start? What on earth? It's for you who... Oh right, okay, right. Right, anyone that's not about 40 years old would have no idea what it was. BT, British Telecom, used to have an advert where the phone rang and they would say, "It's for you," and obviously that is a sort of a little point towards that advert. Right, come on. Why can't I get any speed up here? It's a bizarre concept. They've obviously tried to copy Daley Thompson's Decathlon and stick Hunchback in, except they've made a complete arse of it. And it is pish. Right, I've lost another life. Oh no, we're going to get treated to this. I always found it quite incredible that, you know, programmers thought they'd be very, very witty and put things like that into a game, forgetting that once you've seen it once, it just becomes extremely dull and boring, and then it ends up becoming really annoying because you can't actually skip it. Right, I've got a bit better speed here. Am I going to... Oh, well, I did have some better speed. Come on. Using this joystick isn't much good. And it's game over again. That's going to fall on his head, isn't it? It's got to. Ha 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 ha. Belly laugh. Anyway, that's Hunchback at the Olympics, and that's awful. Right, this is Hysteria. And you can probably tell it's on the Commodore 64 with the music. Nice graphics, got to say. Never even heard of this game. Did I kill the horse? I'm not quite sure what I'm actually firing there. It looks like some kind of little laser thing at my eyes or something. I don't know what that is. Is it electricity or something? You can pick up things. Although the SID chip, excuse me, on the C64 could produce... I've just noticed, I think you've got different weapons at the bottom here. Yeah, although the SID chip could produce some astonishing music, I was never a big fan of them just putting music over games. Like, for example, this, I would much rather have sound effects. I just think, you know, sound effects are integral to the actual game itself. I've never been a fan, especially arcade games. It really annoys me when they put music in arcade games. You need to have the sound effects. I don't seem to be dying at all. I'm on some kind of infinite energy? Possibly. I didn't knowingly do that. But anyway, that's Hysteria. Yeah. That's actually a really nice game, and that is on the Commodore 64. Right, how can we not have this game? This is the infamous Jetset Willy. This was the sequel to Manic Miner, programmed by Matthew Smith. Now this game is probably as infamous for its bugs as it is for being actually quite a good game. I could never play the game myself, I didn't have the patience. Now you'll see there it says Salmon Job cracked this program. Now I actually had to, this is the third version of this game I had to try before I could get it to work, because this game used to have, it was a colour code sheet and it was an absolute bloody nightmare. You had to line up colours and it was just an absolute nightmare, so I basically couldn't get either of the first two versions to load, but this one has been cracked. Now this game has a lot more life. You can see there how many, 7 or something you've got, 7, 8 lives. But this game is you know, is regarded with a lot of love and affection, but I says I never really quite got it myself. I just found it all a bit too basic. And is that Maria the cleaner, I think? You're trying to get to your bed. I think the idea of the game is you've got to clean up, you've had a big party the night before and you've got to try and clean up the house. I appear to be going round in circles here. A bit more colour in this one compared to Manic Miner. They've got a bit of shading going on. I'm not quite sure whether that's a nice thing. I think they should have stuck to the original. A dead end. They should have stuck to the original kind of graphics of the Manic Miner. Let's try down here. Oh, oof! The chapel. I can understand the. Ah, damn it! I do understand the appeal of the game. Ah, here's the bug. That is the bug they're talking about. That is Jetset Willy. Now this one here, this is Jetset Willy 2. Now you're thinking, wait a minute, it's the same game. Apparently now this one plays a bit quicker. This is on the Spectrum again. What's going on here? How do I move? Oh. Pause it. Oh, that's it, right, okay, I'm in business. Aye, you can see here the gameplay is quite a bit quicker. They've changed the graphics slightly, but they've added in more games. Now, was this to fix the bugs of the original one? You know, if this was released now, it would be, what they would have done is they would have patched Jetset Willy, but you didn't have such things as patching games back in 1983, so they just released a new version and made people pay for it again. But yeah, that's the first time I've heard about the infamous Jetset Willy bug, and that's the first time I've actually seen it in action. You basically, you get into a wee loop and you cannot physically get past it, and you lose all your lives in one go. So that's different from the last one. It's the study all the books. You look at the graphics, they're all very basic looking. Ah, bollocks! Whoa! Down to 3 lives. Ah, balls! Yeah, that is Jetset Willy 2 Spectrum. Right, this is Jetset Willy 2, and this is on the Commodore Amiga, believe it or not. And that should have been a capital W. It's interesting that they decided to bring this game out for the Amiga. I mean, back in whenever it was 1990 or something. I don't really think that there was a demand for a game like this. They were obviously trying to appeal to people who had Spectrums beforehand. And it looks, for all intents and purposes, a completely different game. Well, there's that thing, whatever it is. I'm never sure that these kind of remakes work. You know, they try and improve the graphics and sound and that, but you lose a lot of the charm in the original games, I think. And there's a little Swiss Army knife thing and the razor blade. So yeah, some of the graphics are the same. But rather than flicking from screen to screen, it's scrolling as well. So is that? There's your bed there. Ah! Alright, I appear to have completed the game. Sorry, I should have put a spoiler alert up there. Anyway, that was Jetset Willy 2 on the Commodore Amiga. Right, this one is called Carol's Cavern, and it's on the BBC, if you can't tell. Is it my imagination, or does it seem that every game that came into BBC was just a platform game? Obviously trying to get success in the back of stuff like Manor. But obviously these games sold, they were probably pretty easy to program. And people, certain individuals would probably lap them up. Kids nowadays just simply wouldn't be able to live with games like this. I mean, apart from it's pish looking, it's just brutally hard, you know. Compared to games nowadays, I think a lot of the games they just hold you by the hand and it's almost impossible to die. Ah, balls. Anyway, that's whatever that was. Right, this one is called Ledgeman. What a strange name. Is he going to do accounts or something? Oh, surprise, surprise. It's a platform game. And it's got the A-Team tune. I'm trying to work out if that's two baddies at the bottom, or is it two baddies stuck together, or is it just one big massive baddie? I don't know. I'm sure they must have got the license to use that music. Of course they did. I don't think you can jump over that somehow. Right, it doesn't even have animation to walk up the ladder, he just basically jumps straight up. Yeah, they must be able to program a game like this in a couple of days, I would imagine. How the hell do you get past that? How is that possible? Ah, there we go. It is possible. Oh, are we going to complete the level? Ah, bollocks. Anyway, that is Ledgeman on the BBC. Right, this is Manor, and this is again on the Commodore 64. Now, I think it had two versions. It had the original, which is this, albeit with nicer looking graphics. And I think they had an enhanced version as well. So was this potentially the first ever kind of port of an old game in a new system? You know, it's like almost like emulating the original game. It certainly looks quite authentic to the original 8-bit. Just a bit more colour. It's funny, Manor is one of these games. It's just ingrained in my blood. I just know exactly where to go for probably the first, I don't know, 6 or 7 levels. Right, okay, that was the first one, so this is Manor 2, so I think this is, yeah, I think this is just a remake. Yeah, this is a kind of, well, is it an upgrade? I don't know. I know what one I'd prefer to play and it's not this one. I don't recall Manor really having a big hooter like that. What's that there flashing, so like kind of added bonus things to it or something. Thanks for that. Ah, bollocks. Yeah, does bits of speech like that add anything to the game? I don't think it does. I mean, it's a not bad little version this, but I would rather play the original. So, but anyway, listen, that's the remake of Manic Miner on Amiga. Right, here's the classic one. Now, believe it or not, the Spectrum one was released by Bug-Byte, hence the reason it doesn't feature in this video. But as I mentioned at the start, when Matthew Smith left Bug-Byte to join Software Projects, he was able to produce Manic Miner for other computers. Now, this is the Amstrad version. I didn't see a lot of point in showing other versions, they're all pretty much the same. Yeah, it's one of these games, if you're able to play one version of Manic Miner, you should be able to play them all. Dum ba dum ba dum ba dum ba dum ba dum. Where's the run button when you want it? It'd be interesting to watch other people playing this game, because I've got my pattern that forum that I follow when I'm playing this game, but I'm quite sure everybody does it a wee bit different. I actually changed how I do this particular level. I'll show you in a second. What I used to do is get the key up here, and then I would fall down, get this key, and I'd just fall down and then go at the bottom. But then I watched in a video, you can actually just go like so. Bump. It doesn't really save much time, but it just looks a bit better. So that is Manic Miner, that was Amstrad. This is Nutcracker it's by Software Projects obviously. This is on the C64. Now it only seems to use keys for some strange reason. There's something odd looking about this game. I mean, the graphics are quite nice, but it's just ridiculously simple. The actual gameplay itself's really simple. It's like they've I don't know, they've kind of drawn the graphics in the background, and the foreground graphics and the sprites are all very nice, but it looks like that grey background should have something behind it. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but it just looks a bit odd. I don't think I would be happy paying any of my money for a game like this. It's just ridiculously simple. I always thought when I saw a game and I loaded up a game in the C64 and it used the default font, you know, the built-in Commodore 64 font, I always thought it looked quite cheapy. Not to say that that's a bad thing, because I suppose you could technically say the programmers were using the memory for more important things than changing the font, but when you get a game a nice font, it always just kind of helps to add to the kind of overall look of the game. Lamasoft games are always really nice. They've always got really nice looking fonts. So yeah, that is Nutcracker. Okay, where's it? That says it all, yeah. Right, now following on from Lamasoft, this is Omatron. Now there's a tenuous link between Lamasoft and this particular game, and the reason is it Simon Munnery, I think it is, who's the programmer of this game. He programmed a game called, I think it was Asteroids, on the VIC-20, which Jeff Minter has always said is the worst ever computer game he's ever played. In fact, he actually talks about the game in Stuart Ashens' book, what's it, the worst games you've probably never heard of. So Simon, or I think it's Simon Munnery, I think it is, yeah. He programmed that awful game, but he's also programmed this, which, to be fair, isn't actually too bad. If I could figure out what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't know if I can actually move forwards. I can turn left and right. Apparently Mr. Munnery is actually a stand-up comedian now, so there you go. He also had a sense of humour when he made that Asteroids game. Oh, now we're shooting cubes. Or is it TIE fighters? Oh, they're kind of TIE fighters. Well, they look like shoe boxes with wee kind of wings put on. I know it's shoe boxes. They look nothing like shoe boxes, but yeah, they're more. They're not TIE fighters. They're a bit more basic looking. And it's got that very common Spectrum sound effect. Yep, that is Omitron. That's a Spectrum. Right, this noisy little bugger is Orion, again in the ZX Spectrum. Right, we are. Alright, okay, I couldn't figure out. I was moving, but I couldn't figure out what I was actually playing. Right, I am the little spaceship. Where am I? Right, there I am there. Can I shoot? What on earth, I died again? Oh no, I've just gone through the maze. Did I pick that thing up? Whoa! Wait a minute, I've just picked up a rabbit and it made the maze disappear, and I picked up a second rabbit and I've just lost a life. I've got no idea what the aim of the game is. I'm assuming I need to avoid the ghost things to pick that up. Apparently so. Right, it says 1 at the bottom. Now where did I go? To pick up the next one? I dare say if I actually bought the game I'd have the instructions, so all would be right, I've now got 2, right, okay, so I need to collect the little robot type things. Whilst avoiding the ghost, right, 3, okay, that's the idea of the game, to pick up the yellow things. Don't get boxed in. Quick, move! Oh. Ah, bollocks. Aye, anyway, that's Orion, that's in the Spectrum. Right, this is Perils of Willy, and this is on the VIC-20. Now I don't know when this game came out. Was this, I'm guessing this was after Manic Miner, and it only seemed to get released on the VIC-20. It is distinctively Manic Miner-y type stuff. One of the VIC-20 is a computer I've never had any connection with. I mean, I went from a Texas computer to the Commodore 64, so I completely bypassed the VIC-20. And I always look at it and think it looks a bit shit, but I know a lot of people had them, and you know, they're great computers. I mean, it was the first kind of full colour, low cost computer. It had quite decent sound, you know, when you compare it. It was out, I think it came out before the Spectrum, or it certainly came out there or thereabouts. Ah, balls. get that thing? Can I jump onto that? Oh no! Oops, I thought I was going to die there. It's a wee bit more forgiving than the original, I think. Anyway, that's Perils of Willy on the VIC-20. Now this is Push Off on the ZX Spectrum. I mean, I'm the little white bug thing at the bottom, not at the bottom, kinda at the top of the screen, just been killed. And what's the idea of the game? Is it to ring the bells, whatever it is? Now it plays very similar to, is it Pengo, I think they call it. You play the part of a penguin, you've got to push ice blocks to kill the baddies. Like so. This is basically Software Project's version of Pengo. Change the graphics gov and no one will notice that we've ripped them off. Right, one to get. Oh shit. Quick. Hey, there we go, level 2. More of the same. Now what are the blue ones? I'm guessing I can't move them. Yep. Actually, graphically wise, this is really nice. There's not an ounce of colour clash in sight. Just goes to show in the right hands with a bit of patience, you know, you could get around that. I think a lot of times it's just sloppy programming where you had really bad colour clash. Ooh. Bollocks. Right, that's whatever it's called. Can't remember. Right, this odd little ball, this is called Joust, sorry, Space Joust, and this is on the Commodore VIC-20. Now, I appear to be playing the part of an Easter egg, a green Easter egg, and instead of, is it emus I think it is, that you ride in Joust, you're fighting against other Easter eggs. Now the way to kill a baddie in Joust is to basically hit them. You've got to be slightly higher up than them, you've just got to hit them from above and you kill them, and what you do is you knock them off and you've got to then go and get the little thing that they turn into. Now this one you don't actually flap your wings as such, you just press up, which is a bit different from I don't know what happened there. Anyway, that's enough of that. Space Joust on the VIC-20. Right, this is Star Paws, and this is on the Commodore 64. I've got no idea, did I fall down a hole there? I think I did. Now I'm not playing this, I've not got this emulator running faster than it should be. That is how fast he runs. I've got no idea what I'm doing here. For starters, the scrolling is a bit jerky. I mean, graphics are really nice. If you saw that, if you thought that was some kind of shoot 'em up, you think it looks really, really nice, and it does look nice. Music's excellent, but I'm not convinced about the. You know, you start moving and it just goes all horrible and all horrible and jerky. It's jerky. What the hell am I trying to do? I've got no idea what I'm trying to do here. There's a little radar. Am I trying to catch that thing that just ran off the screen? I've got no idea. Do a big belly flop on the ground. I think I vaguely recall playing this game back in the day thinking it was shite, and I still stand by that. Yeah. I've got no idea. I've got to try and jump over. It's like a poor man's metro cross. You've got to try and run to the side and jump. mean, you can't shoot or anything. Galactic Burger. I've got no idea what is going on. I don't know what these cube things do either. Right, I'm catching up in that little dot at the bottom. You can see the little radar. You need to jump over the rocks. That's bloody awful. I'm just desperate to catch up with that thing to see if there's any point to the game. Oh, it's a spaceship. No, there it's here. What the earth is that? I don't know. You know what? I actually think it is. I think it's a running game. I think it's like Metro Cross. Just pish. Aye, that's Star Pause. Right now, this game is called The Fatty. Yep. I thought it was about somebody who goes to Burger King and McDonald's every day for their lunch, but I've got no idea what I'm actually controlling. I'm moving this multicoloured mess. The sound is all over the place. Oh! Cute Couth presents The Fatty. Now this is on the VIC-20 if you haven't already guessed. You just fall through the platforms. I've got no idea at all what I'm actually meant to be doing here. I'm genuinely stumped as to what the point of this game is. I can't figure it out. I seem to be dropping balloons or something. I don't know. Anyway, that is The Fatty on the VIC-20. That's one of our lesser good games. Thruster on the Spectrum. Now I'm controlling that little spaceship. Ah, I know there's a game. I can't. Was it what's it called? Arctic Adventure or something? Where you've basically got to knock a boulder, or is that an egg? You've got to move it down the screen. Can I crush something if I knock that down there? Oh, I've just broken the rock. Ah, wait, I wonder. How? I'm just trying to figure out here that I can't seem to shoot anything. I was just thinking there, could I knock it down? Have I got to try and steer the rock down into the little bit in the middle? You see the wee kind of exit in the middle, but there's not any way to actually navigate the rock onto that thing, so I don't know. Well, I killed the baddie, and I've destroyed the egg, so I'm... Right. It's similar to that game I was talking about. I can't remember what the name of it is. No, I'm really not too sure where I'm supposed to put this thing. I didn't want to kill that wee guy anyway. And I can fire, but I can't seem to kill anything. Nah, got me beat, I'm afraid. Anyway, that's Thruster. That's on the Spectrum. Got one more game to go, guys. Right, this is the very last one. This is Treble Trouble, again on the ZX Spectrum. Now, I am playing the part of a little big-nosed Qbert type character. Pressing fire button does nothing. You get a little flashing thing at the bottom of the screen there. Really no idea what's going on there. Did I get points? No, I didn't. Score. I've not got any points at all. Now it looks like that spaceship's doing a big jobby, but it's a little pink alien thing that it's defecating. Yeah, it seems to fall out the spaceship or the toilet or whatever it is, and it just walks into that water at the side. There's a bit there that says TNT. I am genuinely stumped as to what I'm supposed to be doing here. I've got no idea. Fire buzzing. Well, what happened there? don't know. Has it crashed? Oh Christ, let's go for one more go. Aye, I'm absolutely clueless as to what I'm actually trying to achieve here. But anyway, listen, this is the last game we're going to look at for software projects. There's been one or two decent games, but unfortunately most of them have been awful. But they were a very early software company, so you know we need to cut them slack. Back then, anything sold, so there wasn't a huge emphasis on quality control. But as I've mentioned before, guys, if there's any company you'd like to see me do the They Did What treatment for, put your comment below, you know. But as usual, guys, thank you very much for all your support. Keep liking, subscribing and whatnot. And lastly, guys, thank you very much for watching.